Is it up? Is the stream up? Okay. Let me start up the game if I can. Where is it? It's in okay, here? I have it on Steam, but I think it's easier to play on ichi.io, so I downloaded that instead. Okay. Let me click and your turn to shine. Okay, here we go. Yeah. There we go. Let me increase the size. Let me move my crab a little bit down. I look so weird. My crab was like closing his eyes. Okay. Ah. Setting up. Oh no. Where is everything? Where did everything go? Okay, there we go. Does that look okay? Hang on, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Yeah! Okay, that looks decent. My chat rate went up. Is that the welcome message or? Sometimes YouTube glitches and then like I can't see messages. So it makes me worry when I see like, oh, your chat rate went up, but then like I see no chat. My chair is really squeaky. I'm so paranoid. Did the chat rate go up? Chat rate at the most recent time. Most available time. It's only been... When did the stream start? It did start relatively recently, so who knows. Hey. Yeah, the chat rate is at 0 right now. So if that changes, I guess I'll know if like YouTube is glitched. Because that has happened before. I had done a stream before and like someone was messaging me and I didn't know because the chat rate I noticed that the chat rate was going up, but I couldn't see any messages. And I don't know why that happened. Like so it can happen from time to time. That's something that happens. Hey, I'm gonna be waiting around for a little bit and then we'll get started. The first half I remember people were like, oh, it's a bit slow and stuff like that. So that is something the story doesn't really, I feel like saying the story doesn't really pick up until the second half is a tad bit dishonest though. Because oh, hello! Okay. Are you ready to start? Anyways, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Sorry, it wasn't showing up. Sorry, it wasn't showing you were live. Oh yeah, that happens. Like it's sometimes like a 2-ish, 3-ish minute delay for it to show. Like I have like my laptop so I can use it for audio checking, and sometimes it takes me like 3 minutes for it to show up. Hey. Now, anyways, are you a child or someone who's easily disturbed? I hope not, because I'm gonna start anyways. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit Doki Doki Literature Club .moe/warning HTML. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. You know, my other disturbing visual novels never have these kind of warnings. Or at least not this much. Oh my god, that scared me. They have sound. Is the sound working? Alright. What name should I wait. I just realized. Oh no. I just realized. What name should I do, actually? I'm gonna try to play through like a bit of it, maybe halfway. But I don't think I'm gonna finish the game in one playthrough. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna do a random name generator. I don't want to give my general Seaside name because I don't want to be like, oh, Seaside, you're so cute. That's so cringy, man. Random name generator. Number generator? Alright, generate a name. What the hell is that? What? Okay, sure. Sumrod. Yup. Nah, hang on. I don't like that name. I don't want to say that so much. How about AJ? You know what? Sure, I'll do AJ. Yeah! Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me.
I overslept again. But I got you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, AJ.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you didn't wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, AJ, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you.
Oh crap, wrong voice. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she was on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Same, bro.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay! Yay!
I don't know how I should do that. I feel like that's such a weird way of saying. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me, about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. She does. She's a very caring kind of friend. I do like the kind of people who look after you and like are nice to you and stuff like that. It's important to go out of your comfort zone. Sometimes. Not all the time, but you know, a lot of times. It's very complicated. Ah! My chair! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Nah. I could never. Back in high school, I did join the gamer club, and it wasn't that bad. The people are really nice. They're really fun and stuff like that. But there are a lot of stereotypes that do ring kind of true. I could never. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Sayuri. Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom.
Honestly, I feel like it would be a lot of fun.
Like having people who are like-minded as you and like having like people who are interested in the same things as you, because like a lot of people they're pretty mean about that kind of thing, you know. They'll be like, oh, you know, like only weirdos like anime. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, it does take a lot of time. Like I remember I didn't start doing any kind of clubs until like way later, right? Way later into my high school career or whatever. Because at the beginning, I just wanted to focus on studying and stuff like that. So, you know, like, hell, there's a lot of things a lot of high schoolers do that are, like, normal high school experience that I never got to do. Things like prom, homecoming. I was kind of like, man, I hate socialization and dancing. So I never got to do any of those. Also, I don't like leaving my house at night because I'm a weirdo. So I sometimes feel like I missed out, but at the same time, I kind of just know I wouldn't like those kind of things. Like, if I want to socialize with people, I'd probably rather it be more quiet and, like, by ourselves, a small group. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there, spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you needed some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, then you could come to my club.
Sayuri.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Eh? Meanie.
Sayuri is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. So she would be the first one to show interest after... So she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much, anyways?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let her along, sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for the cupcake, okay?
Yay! Let's go!
I know, right? I need people to manipulate me into doing good social things. And And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I would too. Maybe not a cupcake. I don't like cupcakes. Maybe a muffin, though. What would I sell my soul for? Like, in terms of food. Maybe pork belly. Like, good, like, pork belly that's cooked really nice. Or a steak. No. Like, steaks are so expensive. I've been eating more pork than beef, even though I like beef a little bit more. And that's because, like, it's so expensive. I actually have trouble eating sweet things. Because, like, I get really sensitive to eating, like, too much sugar. So, like, I cannot eat, like, cupcakes that much. Like, I like cupcakes, but, like, it makes me, like, nauseous. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here!
I told you, don't call me a new Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, AJ, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it!
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. On a side note, is the audio okay? Like, can you hear my voice okay compared to, like, the game? Because something people mention a lot is, like, oh, my voice is quieter compared to, like, the game BGM and stuff like that. So if there's any problem, you could tell me and I'll fix it right around here. Where is it? Look, I can save the game. Let me save real quick. Yay! Text speed, music volume, sound volume. Skip unseen text, after choices. Sounds perfect. Alright, that's good. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to she's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. I mean, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, AJ. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me, so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, AJ. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica.
I mean, I would also, like, just imagine being in a room full of people who are, okay, 75% of the people who are nice and welcoming and also give you free food.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls having a few desks rearranged. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed a tray and Yuri opened the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated in what looks like little cats. The whiskers were drawn with ice ink, and a little piece of chocolate were used to make ears.
Ah, so cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayuri grabs one, then Monica. Sayuri grabs one, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayuri talks with her mouth full, and it has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. That's really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
haven't heard this somewhere before.
made them for you or anything.
Hey, I thought you did. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said,
well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy.
Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yay, I got to be seen. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You kept a whole... Wait, crap. Wrong voice. You kept a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises a eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was manipulated. I was kidnapped. I was tortured out of the... I got tortured by puppy eyes. I was afraid to answer this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any other clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we'll all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they... crap. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
Me too. Like, it is really hard to find people so nice and passionate about things.
Best club president ever. She does seem like a great leader.
She does.
So, AJ, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmen behind them is amazing to me. Ooh yeah, world building. I do love things with really good world building. Even things that aren't... I mean, I think this is fantasy though, but like a scientific railgun, I really love that one because of how extensive the world building is. There are other ones, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. But like, there's a lot of shows and like stories I like that are like really heavy on world building. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That feels rude to me, I don't know. Hey, I have imagination. But I guess like, deep psychological... The thing with deep psychological stories is like, I don't think... Okay, so how do I describe it? I don't, like, sure, casual readers, they don't, like, maybe they have a bit of a lack of imagination. Maybe they're just like, you know, reading like with their brain off or whatever. Like, I don't know, that's like, that does happen, you know. People like, they don't think too much about what they're reading and they're just enjoying the moment. I think I lack. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people don't really think about like what is happening while they're reading it, right? They just like, for a lot of like shows and a lot of stories, they kind of just go along for the ride. But for psychological stories, I think it's really rare for people who go in without thinking about it. Unless it's like, I don't know, I mean, manga can be really good and really beautiful as well. Like, Frieren, The Journey End, like, that one's a really recent, like, that one got really popular recently. Like, that one is, like, really, what's it called? Like, very thoughtful, and, you know? And, like, a lot of people, like, do think about things in it. And, like, they think about, like what it means in terms of, like, life and stuff like that. But, like, you know... I don't know, I don't really like the way she describes psychological stories. Like, I do know that this is more so, like, a jab at possibly, like, the readers for this game. Or, like, I don't know. But, I don't think, like, for psychological stories, a lot of people who, like psychological stories and go for psychological stories, they do like thinking about things, like, you know, thinking about the human condition and thinking about like what the story has to say. And a lot of times people who like those kind of stories do like analyzing the stories and talking about why it works, why it doesn't work, what makes it so good, what makes it so bad, things like that. Like, it's really easy for it to fall flat and for it to like it, you have to, because, you know, psychological things, you gotta understand the person. Hang on. Psychological elements. So I disagree with how she says it. Like, I feel like when people say like what they like about psychological stories, they always talk about what, like, you know, how the author looks at humanity and how that generally applies to people, you know? Like, do they agree with it? Do they disagree with it? Things like that. It is very much something you think about, right? And like, yeah, they can go like to really wild things. Like Sayana Uta is like a psychological story, and that's pretty crazy. A lot of eldritch abominations and things that happen with those eldritch abominations. But I don't know, like I guess like if they mean lack of imagination, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, like, I guess, but like, I don't know, just like if you're predictable, that's like pretty bad, like and people like when I read stories, a lot of times I'm able to pick up on what is going to happen later on and be like, oh, they're gonna say this or they're gonna do that or something like that. Like, I'm able to pretty quickly go like, I don't know, like I can tell where the foreshadowing is gonna go or whatever. Like, I'm sorry for staying on this point for too long. I heavily disagree with this statement. Okay, let's continue. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped as something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back! Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri's, Siddles? I'm not good with English, I'm sorry. Up behind Natsuki and puts her hands around her on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit silent for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem on our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them all with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, AJ? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What is it? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. I like what she said about being vulnerable. Oh yeah, that's true. I used to be in like a writing club. And honestly, it was pretty nervous writing originally, but like honestly, once you do it once, it becomes way easier. Especially if you're good. But yeah. A lot of, like, I remember the first story I wrote for the club, I got a lot of praise. And then the subsequent ones did not get as much praise. One thing I do not like, though, I do not like writing poems. So it's kind of ironic that this is what they're going for. I remember I tried writing a poem, and I was like, I try to keep like a flow and keep a rhythm, or like try to keep a bit of like a rhythm and like have a bit of a beat, and then like I try to make the words rhyme at the end. But I'm pretty like, for one, I did not enjoy it. It was annoying. I could like, I wanted to express more, I guess, and like with poems, you have to express things in a different way with less words, and I did not enjoy that. I mean, everything needs practice. Like, if there's like a kind of thing you like, I would say start with like maybe a short story or poems. Those are usually good places to start. Depending on what kind of style you want to go for. I personally like stories. I'm pretty decent with short stories, I think. I'm not sure if I'm like good though, but I do enjoy short stories more. Sawyer may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought...
Hey, Jay.
You all... Nah, I would be the same too. A defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's all like this? Here one of what? I'm sorry, I think I've been talking a lot, so I can't remember which one. What you're referring to, sorry. Oh, like a story I made, or? I made some a long time ago. I do have some of them saved on my laptop, I think. Oh, actually, I can tell you about one of my favorite short stories I made, which makes no sense if you like, because like, basically the point of it was it's the ending to the penultimate chapter. And I remember people, they were reading the story and they were like, oh, do you like writing poems more? Maybe you're just not used to writing short stories. No, I don't like poems. Yeah, well, yeah, it's probably one of my favorite ones, though. But yeah, it's a longer story, so it's like hard to like read that one. I do have some, but I don't think I have a lot actually. And then there's like I feel like I was I wonder. Like they're all like pretty long ago, and I don't like, some of them are more personal, I guess, so it's kind of like hard to like read them out again. Maybe I'll make another short story, because the thing with me is I tend, like, all my stories tend to be more long form, and they don't tend to be as short, so that's like an unfortunate thing. It's also why I get nowhere with any of my writings, God. When was the last time I finished anything? Never. The answer's never. You know, maybe one day I could do like a writing stream. Maybe? Maybe. If I ever do any kind of like stories, I will tell you about it. I don't know how I'm gonna tell you about it though. Because like some things I do want to keep away from Seaside, right? Like, for example, the game I played in the last stream that I took down, I'm not gonna say its name because like I said, I don't know if I want that kind of thing on my channel. What is it called? There are some things I do want to keep separate from Seaside. So, if I do make a story, I don't know if I would directly talk about it on this channel, if that makes sense. So, that's just a maybe promise, you know? Maybe. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yeah, I'm so happy!
Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once again. Hey Jay, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skill? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to do chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey AJ, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Would I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess I'll start with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! Pick words that you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I don't know who. When I was younger, I used to like tsunderes more. Like I feel like Natsuki would be like the kind of girl I would go for originally. But I don't know. Now that I'm older, I guess Sayuri. I would want to hang out with Sayuri more. What kind of thing was she like? Misfortune, existence, unrestrained. Those sounds like Yuri kind of thing. Maybe like marshmallow, that's a Natsuki kind of thing. Kiss? Warm? Yeah, so... Insight, eternity. No, that's her, okay. Love. Doki Doki! Vibrant? No, I would see. Okay, that's her. Yeah, that makes sense. Termination, prayer, imagination. Awesome? Would that be her? Imagination. No, that's her. Okay. Happiness. Yeah, that sounds like something you would like. Heart? Broken! Dream? Okay, no, that's you. Oh god, we're like really even. You know what, let's restart this. Okay. Warm. Sugar, marshmallow, dazzle. Pink. Starscape. God, this sucks! Summer. Fuck! Rose. Anime. Oh no. Happiness. Pleasure? That seems like a big word though. Together. Clap. Oh no. Heart. Charm. Tears? No. Memories. Man, shut up, Windows. Peaceful. Joy. Silly. Breathe. Depression. Promise. Cheer. Hopeless. What the fuck? Flower. Sing? Forgive. Calm. Peer. Fuck. Well, whatever. Imagination. Passion? Romance. Kawaii. Oh god. Precious. Yeah, I'm good at this. Hi again, AJ. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, huh? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, AJ. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. He deserves any slack. So you're telling me you didn't even want to join a club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan on just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. AJ always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Ah, is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and AJ can be good friends too.
Sayuri.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it really Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
That means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out... I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. It'd be funny if it's a kid's book. Hey, wait. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. But that does not seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having cheery conversations in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Didn't you literally just get a book like 2 seconds ago? What the Man, if I was Yuri, I would be so insulted. She does. All the girls seem pretty nice. I mean, like, Natsuki's a bit, like, mean though, but most of the time they're, like, they do care. Like, characters like that, they do care. It's just, they don't know how to, they don't want to get, like, too close a lot of times, or they don't know how to express it really well because they're not used to it. So, I feel like all the characters are caring and nice. I hope. Who knows, maybe Natsuki will do something that makes me regret saying that.
You know what? I actually think you're the worst person ever.
And then she throws you out the window. Nah, I would too. I love throwing people out of windows. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me. Oh, I spoke too soon. I'm so sorry, Protagon. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could always fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
Huh? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's weird to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, what do you think food would do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly!
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But there lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Aww. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. Man, that's so sweet. I wonder if I had chosen to do a different character, would this dialogue be different? Or like, would you be like looking at someone else for this? I can't help but wonder if what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my god! I open my eyes to see Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling asleep like that.
Oh, for sleeping like that. Crap. I read that too fast. I'm sorry.
This isn't a napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? Does our club have a napping club?
Oh no, my lip is bleeding again. Ooh, that's a decent amount of blood.
Yeah, I need to put on a lip balm. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds.
Whee! Everything is pain. Oh my god.
I swear to god, I put on... Actually, no, I think it's been 2 days. Yeah, it makes sense. But man, my lips get chapped really fast. Like, not as fast as other people, I think, but it's faster than normal. I know of, like, people who have worse.
Yay! Okay.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know?
Oh god! No! I haven't even been able to watch all the animes I want to watch. This sucks. And now I have to write and read? You guys suck so much.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's, it's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. Oh, crap. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you.
Huh?
Sayuri glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But no one would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Huh? That's super mean.
Honestly, I feel like Sayuri wouldn't be the kind of girl that like wouldn't get a girlfriend. Boyfriend, sorry. The people that I feel like who do not get dates are people who are desperate and people who are like hateful. Sayuri's neither of those. She doesn't seem to actively be like looking for a relationship too much. And she doesn't seem to like, what is it called? She doesn't seem to like be mean to people, right? She doesn't like straight up hate people. If anything, she's really, really kind. Like I don't know. To be fair, I don't think I analyze that kind of thing very well. But from what I know, there's a lot of people who like girl failures. They're like, that's a pretty popular what is it called, trope within VTubing. Like, you know, the girl who like doesn't take care of herself well, or if anything, actively causes harm to herself on accident because of how like bad she is at taking care of herself. And like those girls, like they're considered pretty cute, and like, you know, it's kind of like you know, I gotta protect them kind of feeling. So I don't know, I feel like this is. I mean, yeah, there's like that would be like a red flag for certain people. Be like, if you cannot take care of yourself, how are you gonna like, you know, how are you gonna take care of this relationship kind of thing? But I mean, like, to be fair, relationships is a very, what is it called? I'm struggling to think, but a lot of times relationships, you know, they're not very simple, you know. It depends for people. Yeah. But yeah, AJ sure is mean. I'm sorry, AJ, you're kind of mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Okay, that's a bit much, though. Like, I get they're childhood friends, but like, I wouldn't touch people's clothing like that, even if I'm really close to them. Like, unless they give me explicit permission. like I don't like, no, even if you were like, even my sister, or like, I would not just like button her clothes or like fix up her hair. Like maybe I'll like brush it a little bit, be like, oh, your hair's a bit messy, let me like blah, 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 and then like I'll fix it a little bit, like, you know, smooth it out. But like doing this kind of thing is like a little bit like, it takes more time, so I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it unless they explicitly say they're okay with it. Like, I don't know. Well, maybe I'm the kind of person who doesn't like, I don't like getting in people's personal space, and I also don't like people getting in my personal space. I am very against that kind of feeling. Back off, damn it! I'll button it myself! Ah! Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Yeah, of course it'll be there. Wait. Oh. You know, make it feel like you were flirting, you know? This is a dating sim, after all. Huh. Hang on. I think I'm out of frame. Is it working?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Yeah, that's what. I didn't want to say it out loud, but yeah, that's. If it doesn't button near the chest and only the chest, that's what it means. Damn it, game. I try to make the stream pure. God. Alright. Don't say that out loud.
It's okay, we're all girls here.
I'm not.
Well, that's your fault.
Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel so why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer button up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better.
Sayuri puts her arm out and twirls around.
So if I keep unbuttoning, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh?
That is true. Most boyfriends would not let this hat fly. Yeah, she is very much right about that. I agree with you, Sayuri.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. Esa dio.
I guess, we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
In a way, he does seem like, her big brother. Hang on. If I widen this, would I be able to see the chat better? No. Okay, that's... Something that's annoying is, like... Okay, so, like, I don't know if you see it, but, like, when I click the hearts, right? It flies across the screen. Yeah. But because the hearts are there, I cannot see, like, the last word on the top line sometimes. So sorry if, like, I struggle to read some things.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayuri.
But I was joking that time.
Man, is it possible to tell with you sometimes? Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yay! I can't wait to read yours!
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready... wait, crap, wrong voice. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait!
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who do I show my poem to first? I'm gonna show it to Sayuri last, so she can think about it as we walk home. You know, give her no time to calm down. Yeah, that's right, I'm thinking about you. I'm always thinking about you. Actually, do we have a limited amount of choices? You know what, I'll save. I'll save, yeah. We'll do Monica first. Bottom to top. Oh shit, what it... Okay. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Hi, AJ.
Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I'm thinking, like, originally when I wanted to play this game, I was thinking about drinking while playing the game, but then I was like, is that a good idea? And a part of me is like, man, is that a good idea? I have my sake bottle just sitting next to me at all times, staring me down. I don't actually like drinking that much. Last time I drank, my friend had to like pull me away and tell me to go to sleep.
Don't worry, AJ. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like.
I should be drinking water. My throat is like dry as I'm like struggling to read. Like, not struggling a lot. I'm actually pretty used to this. When I was younger, like, even before I did streaming, I would always, like, me and my sister, we would always play visual novels and, like, RPG games together, and I would always be the one who reads everything. I would read the narration, I would read all the character voices. Sometimes we would even turn off the character voices, so I could do the character voices. I haven't done it as much, on stream, like, what is it called? Wuthering Waves. I do not turn off the voices for that. I did try that for Honkai, and I didn't enjoy it that much. Actually, I think all those streams are taken down. Let me see. Are they still up? Doot 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 doot. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, it looks like all the Honkai streams got taken down. Damn, I took down so much. I just realized. Man, I feel bad. Like, I think only half of the things I used to have are there now. Yeah, it was really fun because I really, really like visual novel stories, and I really, really like. I've been into visual novels since I was in like elementary school, so like a long, long time ago. How old am I? I'm older than 20. So, how many years would that be? I don't even remember when I started reading visual novels, so maybe middle school actually. Either middle school or like somewhere around the beginning of middle school or somewhere around like the end of elementary school. I don't know. But I do love reading. So, it was fun, especially since like I start like doing the voice acting thing though. I think I only started that around the end of middle school. I do remember that. Like, I remember the first visual novel I tried to like voice act for, or like with my like with my sister and stuff like that. My sister and my cousin were there at the time. And then beginning of high school-ish, or like around the beginning of high school is when we started playing games together. And then I was late into getting to visual novels, sadly. I don't think that's like really a lot of people were. I would say like a lot of people only really got into visual novels in their adulthood. I think I only got into it sooner because yeah, it is. I like trying to be emotive. I try to like think about what the character is feeling, and I try to emulate that as accurately as I can. Like, to be honest, like with the voice acting for me, I like going back and listening to it. I do cringe a little. It's like, damn. But you know, it is really fun to do. Really fun to do in the moment. There's actually a lot of like visual novels nowadays. Honestly, this is actually a really good beginning visual novel. So like I would say this is like a really good one to like get into at the start. I don't know if there's like a lot of can I recommend that one? There's this other visual novel I played a long time ago-ish. I would recommend it. It's a really good visual novel, but it's also not safe for work. Is that something you're okay with? I can recommend that. Actually, let me get a water bottle. I'll be right back. Oh God, I forgot to clean up. Oh no, my room, everything has fallen apart. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take a bit of a slight breather. I unfortunately forgot to clean things and my whole room collapsed. My pile of laundry collapsed because I forgot to clean it up. Give me more than 2 seconds. Alright, I think everything's cleaned up. And I got a water bottle as well. Yay! This is why you always need to make sure you are ahead of your chores. Always make sure you clean on time. Otherwise, the laundry will come back with a vengeance and collapse on you. Oh, I got some chips as well. I might as well use them. I need to take these 2 downstairs, actually. I plan on drinking some like on my way to school or like to work or something like that. I got some chips, so I'm gonna eat them. I heard that potato chips are actually good for like your throat. So like if you're speaking for a long time, like things that are a bit oily and like salty are good. Or like I don't know like which one it is or like how it is exactly. I think like salted nuts are pretty good. Things that are bad are like dairy products though. Kata wa shoujo. Alright, here we go. This is a really... that's good to know. Yeah. Kata wa shoujo, let me think. How do I describe it? It's my eyes are not open. Okay, there we go. Kata wa shoujo is a really famous visual novel. I mean, more so one of the more famous English visual novels. Like, made in, like, English first. I think there might be, like, other ones. Have you seen or read Pokemon? I don't think so, but I might have. Let me check. I recognize it, but I don't think I've seen it. At least I don't... Have I? It looks familiar to me, though. Oh. Yeah, I recognize the main character. I think I might have listened to the opening, but I don't think I've watched it before. No. It is really popular though. I do remember. Yeah. For Kata wa Shoujo, for a visual novel, it is one of the... I say... is it easier? It's really good. I was like really into it like immediately. So I think for starting visual novel, it'll be really good. My dream is to make manga and marry this girl who dream is to be a voice actor. Ah, that would be fun, you know? Finding someone who could work on your projects with you. Hehe. I don't know what my dream is. I do, my general dream is probably... I do like programming. So, I feel like if I were to do something, it'll be making video games. Oh yeah, it's okay. I knew what you were talking about. What's it called? Yeah. I want to make like video games. I don't want to like stick to just RPG games. I want to make something like, I don't know. Like I don't know if I want to work on like a major AAA game. Like I don't know if I would want to one day work for Nintendo or Square Enix or something like that, or what other big companies are there? Spike Chunsoft, things like that. Like personally, I would rather stick to being indie and like having more creative control on my like games and stories. But that's gonna be a lot more work. You have to manage things more. Like it will be more difficult. But I like, even if it's difficult, it's very possible. Like Undertale, like okay, I don't have Undertale. I can't play it on stream right now. It was something I thought about buying, but then I just my wish list is like 90 games long. I forgot to. But what is it called? Undertale, like the creator Toby Fox, he had no gaming, like no programming experience. Like from what I've heard, he like recent like if you look at the code for Undertale, it's not like the most efficient. It's a bit you know a little bit messy. And the fact that even with that, the game got the game is as amazing as it is, like as popular as it is, and like, you know, what is it called? I bet you would make a good indie RPG or visual novel. I hope so. I feel like I would get like too in over my head and just have too wide of a scope, and I'd be like, crap, damn it, I cannot play this. I mean, I cannot finish this. Something like what Yandere Simulator ended up being. But actually, like, to be fair with Yandere Simulator, even if the scope was big, it should have only took 5 years. It did not need to take like what, 15 years. Yeah. I mean, really, all you need for like finishing projects and doing projects is what is it called? All you would need is just determination. Maybe I should buy some spicy chips of this. I wonder if Jacoriko has a spicy version. Oh gosh, it took that long. Oh yeah, that's a huge controversy. Actually, no. It's not finished. It is not finished. It's still in development. How long has Yandere Simulator been in development? Actually, I'm gonna look that up. Hopefully Yandere Dev never finds this. I'm sorry, but I'm going to shit talk you a lot. Actually, no, get used to it. Everyone shit talks you. Let me see. 10 years ago was the prototype. So okay, I was off. I think at this point it is 12 years actually. No, not 12 years. Okay, so I know there was like a bit of development before the first video, but it's been a very long time. That game did not need to take as long. Like people kind of suspected that like he kind of drew out the development time because he was really inefficient at like using his time properly. So it is very possible that, you know, I feel like if someone were to actually make the game, even in his wait, I just realized my title is messed up. But even in his image, I feel like that game only needed like 5 years. But like for the first part, like a part of the reason why the game like takes as long as it is taking is because he made the scope way too big. He wanted to add like way too many things in, and he wanted to like do too many things with it. And the second thing is the email controversy was a big thing that people also talk about. He is very inefficient at using his time well. And like there's other controversies after that. So that sucks. I do still want to see the game completed though. Like at the very least I want to see the story completed. Because when I was interested in it when I was younger. I don't care if the story is going to be bad or if there's going to be a lot of flaws with it. I want to see it till the end. I want to be able to see it till the end. But yeah. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two are really, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Wait, wrong voice. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I'm a shipper at heart. That's why I'm in the literature club. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has a kind of gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Okay, so sadness is actually something I can click on. That makes sense, because I think a third of it should have been like the Sayuri answer. Yeah, more strong. She's more strong on emotions and things like happiness, I guess. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? I mean, that's actually pretty common. A lot of people who are like super upbeat and like optimistic and happy, they do like reading like more like sad things as well. Like kind of like the biggest cowards like reading like so like some of the biggest cowards like horror as their favorite genre. Some of the biggest I don't know. I don't know, some of like the weakest, like least athletic people like actions and stuff like that. It's pretty normal. It's not really uncommon or weird. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure you end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's a... Oh, wait. Yeah, sure. Wow, Monica, I sounded just like you for a second. Wow, weird. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of... that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. This chip is so salty. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some epiphany recently. Is it sad? I would say kind of... I mean, not sad. Is it... I don't want to say it's scary. To me, it was kind of sad. Like... I don't know. It kind of seems like you're missing out, right? Like, being a part of, like... I don't know. Maybe, like... You're looking to try to, like... Like, you're on the outside, right? You're on the outside of, like, a group and you want to be a part of something. Like, that, it sounds more like that than anything, like... From what I could tell. Like, you know, that kind of feeling when you just want, like, you want to be closer to some of your friends and stuff like that, but you don't feel like you're a part of the friend group. That it's possible, you know, like, she feels like an outsider within the club or something. Because, I don't think I understand if that's why. I mean, to be fair, with poems and, like, stories, a lot of symbolism and things, that people say, what is it called? Is very highly up to interpretation, especially poems. Poems are are meant to be, like, much more, because you have limited words, it's hard to be very direct in what you want to say, right? Like, in fact, the indirectness is, like, a huge part of the charm. Many people can look at something and come away with it, like, come away with, like, a completely different, viewpoint. And I think it's the same for these kind of stories as well. Like, to be honest, I could just be very pessimistic and that's why I see it the way it is. Like, it could also be like a feeling of being, like, trapped or something, you know? Like, you're stuck in a way and you just want, like, you want freedom or whatever, but then you realize, actually, I don't really know. It could be scary, it could be sad. It depends on how you look at it. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. That is very true. That is very true. Sometimes you get, it depends, like, but if you, it's like looking at the trees instead of the forest. You get too fixated on a certain point, you can't see the wider picture. And it's not bad to, like, try to perfect things or, clean things up, make it look spiffy or whatever, but, you do have to, like, at some point you have to realize, okay, this is going on too far, it's never gonna work, I need a backup. It's, same thing with, like, drawing. Sometimes I get, like, too stuck on, like, making a drawing look good, and then it like, because it takes too long and whatever, and then, like, I don't make a lot of progress. Like, sometimes it's better to just put something down for a bit, start over, or, like, you know, just work on something new. But also, I'm lazy with drawing, so, like, sometimes it takes too long because I'm a procrastinator at heart. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That is also true. With writing, like, I don't try to, like, I don't try to rewrite the same part over and over again and then keep going. I just blab. Because the thing is, like, I'm probably gonna, like, most of the things I write in the first draft, I'm gonna be like, okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. but you know, if I stay stuck on something, it doesn't work out. So I just start blabbing on it like crazy, and then like I fix it later. Be like, okay, that's good enough, and take a break, and then come back later. Something that does not work though is with chapters. I did try to write like some stories, write a story a long time ago with chapters, and I ended like the pacing was really bad. Like I struggled with like pacing, and I didn't plan out like how the specific plot points would go. So like I ended up making up shit as I went. And it was like most stories ended up pretty badly. I think it's like if I can plan things like. I think if I am able to plan things out and like rewrite things as I go, or like basically write each chapter, then like edit all of them in like a go or something, then that's better for me than like, what is it called? What is it called? Like just free, like going by the flow of my seat. I'm not as good at that kind of thing. Some people are really good at that kind of thing, but I'm not really good at that kind of thing. Man, that brings up another interesting topic, but I need to get back to the game. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you! Thank you! I like Monica. I really like Monica. I like people who talk about writing and like, what's it called? General like creative advice. Oh. I wonder if you can hear me crunching. But there's also like some limits to I mean, to be fair, that's just generally good advice in general. But I will also say sometimes it's good to plan things out ahead of time and like make a rough draft. But you have to like be careful not to get too stuck in the planning phase. Some people are better and like prefer like planning out the individual bricks and like planning everything out like in advance, I guess, and then writing it like fully writing it afterwards. And some people are just like more free flow. They're better at like going by the flow of their seat and not really planning out anything. And then there are a lot of stories where it's like, you know, the author's obviously kind of just going by the seat of their pants. They don't really have much of a plan, but like that makes the story better. That makes the story good. Like sometimes planning things out too much makes the story too rigid, you know, like it's obvious you're skipping from beat to beat to beat to beat to beat, and you're not really like, you know, there's no naturalness to it. So everything has like moderation. You kind of just have to figure things out yourself, you know? What do you think is best for you? That's always a good thing. It's okay. A lot of people are bad at planning, you know? That's why freestyle is a good form of writing. Form? Is that the right word? Way of writing, I guess. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. Relatable. Actually, no, I forget to stop speaking. I could talk too much. But sometimes I don't speak enough either. You know what? Human interactions are weird. I don't like humans. That's why I'm a crab. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So is that bad? No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I notice in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like a complete expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Don't worry, me too! Oh, I'll be real biased. I'm a judgmental prick! Wait, I just realized I could have bought more chips. I went to the store that sells these chips. Damn it! I suck. Tomorrow? No, I went there today. And that's such a waste of gas. It's like a good 20 minutes. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Oh my god, her handwriting is all cursive. It's beautiful, but hard to read. No! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street. Okay. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing, air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What does this mean, actually? Streetlights, future. It's symbolic for something, but I can't really figure out like what it means. I like how the background music is literally just one song, but different instruments. I'm not good at like notes or whatever. I used to take a music class, but I can tell like the progression and stuff like that is the same. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I feel like I'm not smart enough for this. Yeah, don't worry, me neither. But to be honest, like, some things are hard to, like, ever figure out. Like, some things and some stories, poems, you only would really understand it and get the meaning if you were the original author yourself. That doesn't mean you can't find meaning in it with it, like, yourself or whatever, but I feel like this kind of thing would have so many different interpretations. It's very poetic. You could tell which, you can kind of tell Yuri is a better poet than Monica is. Which that's actually really cool. I like how, not just the handwriting, but like the poem styles are very different from one another. And you can tell, like, you can kind of tell, like, each character's personality and their skill level as well. Just from, like, reading it. Like, I did say I would be harsh, but, like, it's kind of hard to be harsh to this. Like, I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I mean, I did complain about that, I couldn't read it. Oh no, she's listening! Oh shit! What? I wasn't thinking that at all. That's the Let's Player, not me. You can't blame me. But you took your time to read it. Oh my god, are they timing me? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's perfect. Yeah, that's what I said as well. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Huh? Ah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It is. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easier to That's easy to digest? Then what are the harder ones? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, AJ. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. I did get a general sense of time, yeah. Because mentioning the past, the future, and like the present. I wish I could look back on it, can I? No, I can't. That sucks. I did notice it, but it was a small part of it, so I wasn't sure if that was like the whole meaning of it. But I guess it means like the whole poem, like the point of it is being stuck in the past and not being able to move on. I wonder if there's a different interpretation though, because I feel like whenever a character directly tells you the meaning of something, that isn't the only meaning, right? Like usually whenever someone explains something to you, you just know there's something else going on underneath the surface. Or maybe, like, I'm overthinking things. Maybe that really is just the meaning. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can jump, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that is about it. What the? Is this like a trumpet? No, a kazoo or whatever? I feel like damn, that's kind of insulting that you would decrease, that you would use all the children instruments for Natsuki's song. But yeah, it is the same song. Like I feel like the way like the notes progress, if that makes sense. It sounds very similar. It'll be funny if I'm wrong. It turns out I am musically illiterate as well. I'm just talented in it. I'm just talentless in every single aspect. Boo! But I know I'm not wrong. I will fight everyone, even their own creator, if I have to. It is very, yeah, it is very simple and very cute. So I do agree that her style is very cute. But the very last part, the people can try, but that's about it, is very sad or low self-esteem kind of thing. Kind of like, look at how amazing these animals are, but in the end, we are kind of just pathetic. We just do what we can, and that's what we do. I don't know. Like that's kind of like how I see it. Because like the thing with people is like more so the bit where it's like, but that's about it, is very, yeah, is a very negative way about saying it. You can try, but that doesn't like mean anything. Because like that, like the people can try part, a lot of times it could be like a very positive or very negative thing. Maybe an insecurity. Maybe. To be honest, with Natsuki, she is also a weeb like us, so it is possible that she sees her, like, compared to everyone else who, like, is doing all this stuff, they probably, like, she probably sees herself as, like, less, if that makes sense. Or maybe, like, I mean, look, we'll see later in the chapter, maybe. It is also possible that the way she sees herself is that she doesn't have many successes. Like, maybe, like, she likes baking, she likes doing this and that, but she doesn't feel like she's very good at it, or, like, you know, she doesn't succeed a lot in what she wants to do. Like, her poem is very simplistic. Like, the way it's written is very childish. And not to mention, like, with, like, something I said with the instrumental. The instrumental is, like a xylophone, like, I think a kazoo and stuff like that. Those are all, like, very children-like instruments. It is possible that she sees herself as, like, you know, like, also at, like, a child's level in terms of, like, ability as well. It's a very hopeless way of looking at it. Like, you can try, but, like, you know, that's all you can do. You're not special, or, like, you know, you can't do all these things. Like, you aren't amazing or anything. But a lot of times people, when they say that about people, that's, like, either, like, it's, like, the best thing about humans. Humans, they have, like, their strength of motivation. They have, like, their ability to overcome things and, like, think about things, you know? Like we went to the moon or whatever. We sailed the seas. We went into the seas and into the depths of the seas. Things like that. Like, trying is probably one of humanity's, like, greatest strengths. So seeing it put in a negative way kind of just shows, like, you know, how she sees possibly people and also herself. But enough analyzation. Back to the story. You know, something my friends tell me whenever I read stories is I make things go on way longer than it needs to. Always discuss everything. What do you think? And let me tell you about what I think. Oh boy, you're not gonna see the end of it. So yeah, sorry about that. But also, I'm not that sorry about it. Deal with it. Humility? That is true. She could be, like, it, like, the way it's phrased is like, that's about it, is very sad, though. But it could also be, like, I would say it's humble, yeah. Actually, wait, what does humility mean? Like, I'm pretty sure I know what it means, but I'm not sure. A modest or, yeah. Thank God, I know English. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that.
Yeah, so it is like a bit of low self-esteem on her part. Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It brings out that feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess, more went into than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here. Wait, shit.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, AJ!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it, just because I wrote it?
Eh?
No, that's kind of understandable.
Well, I'm not sure about that part. I think you're better than a lot of other people, you know? When I read a poem, it's not just a poem. It's an AJ poem. And that's what makes it extra special. That's what makes it feel extra special.
No, that is so relatable. I get that feeling when you have like someone you really care about and then they make something. You're just so proud of them. You're like, yeah, you did so good. Honestly, I'm not the most encouraging or like patient person, so I'm not really good at that kind of thing. But like, I will say, I always like to encourage people when they try something. Sometimes that person bullies me, and then I don't want to encourage them anymore. Fuck you. If you ever see this VOD, you know who I'm talking about. Hey, he never shows up for streams anyways. Maybe I'll send this to him as a link. Nah, I'm not that toxic. But yeah, it's always nice when your friends get into like hobbies you like, and then you're like, or like, you know, you have friends who are in the same hobby. You always just want to encourage each other. Back in high school, I had like a friend named Lily. We used to do that with each other. Like we would like do drawings and we would like show it to each other, encourage each other, like give each other advice. Sayuri bias. You know, why is it bad to be biased? You know, like I'm saying I'm real biased about this game. I'm quite biased towards my friends. As long as my friends make it, then it is amazing. They're amazing. I love, I swear to God I saw something move. Yeah, we all need friends to be encouraging. You know, funny thing is, I tend to see things a lot, like, sometimes I would see mannequins, they would turn their head towards me and it would freak me out. And like, even though I'm looking directly at them, I kind of realize they're actually just staying still and it freaks me out.
What do you mean is okay? What if that's a ghost, man? I could be dying in like 2 seconds. Always think the worst. Death is constantly at your front door. Never feel safe. That's what makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. Alright, that's a bit cringe. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you, in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Wait. Let me read that again. Oh, is it like Sayuri said that? No, okay, that's what he said. Okay. It's just I'm not used to it being in parentheses, so I was confused. Why does it need to be in the parentheses? Are you thinking on a deeper level? Are you whispering in your thoughts? What the hell? Ah, my throat is sore. See? It's like I said before, AJ. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. Now I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, it's the way that you glow through my binds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Man, that's a really cute poem. I want breakfast too. God, I could so go for some pork. Yeah, it's very sweet. It's very cute. It's pretty simplistic as well. Like, pretty straightforward. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't Wait, shit. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki.
They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles. Oh yeah, their styles are drastically different. like as mean as it is to say, I do kind of like Natsuki's right. She is right. Like the point of poems is to express yourself. And even if it's very simplistic and childish, what she does is exactly what you should do in a poem. She is expressing how she feels, and she does so very clearly. It's not like wrong of her to do that. And also, it's like she does put a lot of thought into it. But if I were to read it, I would look down on it. Like, not even like I guess like I said, I'm a judgmental prick, but like she's right. I would see that it's not very sophisticated, and I would just be like, huh. And then Yuri is like really like descriptive and like, you know, very beautiful. Like she's like, when I think of like a good poem, I would think of her poem. I feel like writing a poem now. You should. It's a lot of fun, I think. I mean, depends on the people. But, you know, write what you feel, you know? Hey, write a kind of poem about how you are, you know, maybe write a poem about what kind of video you're gonna do next. I'm gonna make a video about, saying hello to someone. That kind of thing. But yeah, it makes sense. Natsuki would probably, like she did kind of mention that her skill level was a bit lower compared to other people. So it would make sense. She wouldn't be able to understand what Yuri's poem is all about. I don't, I didn't really understand what it was about. Like, I did kind of understand it was about maybe regretting the past or something. Or sticking to the past. Like, I did kind of get a feeling on that, but I didn't actually get it until she spelled it out to me. So it makes Natsuki probably just like is looking at this like, what the fuck am I reading? And then Yuri's like, man, for a high schooler, this sure is a poem. And honestly, as unfortunate as it is to say, I side more with Yuri on this. You know, younger me would definitely like Natsuki though.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that doesn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and AJ did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all...
Excuse me, I do appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And AJ liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no! Oh no! Hang on, let me eat my chip real quick. You know, this kind of like, there was this cafe I used to really like, right? Basically at the time it had like the best matcha, and like matcha is like my favorite like latte and drink to have. It was also like right by my home, so that was like real convenient. And I went there like pretty often, maybe like once a week. But then I had to save money, so I stopped going there for like maybe 2 or 3 weeks or something. And then like when I was feeling a bit down, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go to my favorite cafe, get my mind off things. And then I come there and I see a sign on the door that says, "We're closed permanently." And I remember that, and I was like, if I was a bad person, I would say some choice words right now. And the main thing I blame them for that is Starbucks, because the Starbucks opened right across the street around like 3 weeks before they closed or something. Like not 3 weeks, but they opened up, and then like maybe a month or so, or like a little bit after, they closed down. So I remember, I could totally understand. That was the last good cafe I've been to. It was cheap. It had good drinks. You know what? Maybe that's why they closed down. They were a bit too cheap. They should have uppriced me. Fuck. Should have sold their coffee for like $8 like everyone else. Yeah, screw Starbucks. How could they do this to me? Man, I do miss that place. I had a card, and I almost got a free drink. I just needed to go there like 2 more times or something. God! I was so mad. They have too many promotions, actually. Like, their coffee was probably like the cheapest in the area. And also, they had like that promotional thing. Like, honestly, that's like a lot. I do blame Starbucks, but to be honest, with it closing down within like a month-ish, maybe a month and a half of Starbucks opening, or like not even opening, it didn't open yet. It was like being built. I don't think, like, in all honesty, it doesn't exactly make sense that they would close down because of Starbucks taking away sales. So if anything, they either preemptively close it down to avoid like competition, or like other factors. Like I said, they were like really, like, they had a lot of what is it called? Their pricing is really low. It like isn't like a cup for like my area of the same size would have been around $7, and theirs was around like $5 ish. It is also possible they didn't get as much customers. There could have been like a lot of factors that are not really considered. So I'm not like, I just want to say, I don't fully blame Starbucks, in case any Starbucks fans or also any kind of Starbucks executive comes by. I'm not saying it is Starbucks' fault. I was sad and I wanted someone to blame, and you guys were literally right across the street. Because I'm easily emotional like that. Yay! Oh crap, I spilled water everywhere.
I didn't realize you were so invested in impressing our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... Yours stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that AJ appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew up size bigger as soon as AJ started showing up. Noski! Noski, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they, just noticed I was standing there. AJ! She's trying to make me look bad!
That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, AJ.
Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning that most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, AJ?
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I'm a bad friend. Noski glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like that?
AJ? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself?
This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri! You guys are my friends! I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
No, that's actually really wrong of Natsuki. Don't fucking body shame people. Come on now. I do agree with both of them. I do think they both have good points. As someone who's not good at poems, I would probably be like, if I played this game maybe 4-ish years ago, I think I would be more inclined to agree with Natsuki a little bit more. But I don't know. I think over time I came to appreciate how much you can convey with just a few words, and also how much you can how important expressing those emotions are, even in like the most simple, like even in the the least amount, like so I do like Yuri's way of doing things, but I do agree with Natsuki. You don't need to be overly complicated. You don't need to be overly complicated to express things well. Why couldn't that be an option? Why can't I be like, honestly, I agree with both of you guys. No, I had to pick and choose. God. You guys are... Is this what having friends is like? That's it. I'm deleting everyone from my friend list. I'm telling them all off. That's it. Hang on. Let me go check on something outside my room real quick. I'm scared to be too noisy. Okay. I should get like a massage gun. Because like, my back is a bit sore. I think it's because I have bad posture. Or maybe it's like my posture is weird. I mean, I have to like sit up really straight for the webcam to see me. Because like, it's a bit high up. Wait, I think my chair needs to be a bit lower as well. Wait, no, my chair needs to be higher. Oh yeah, that's why I moved it up. I think, like, no, it needs to be lower if I want to be comfortable. But it needs to be higher for me, for like my crab to capture correctly. Ugh, that's so annoying. Sayuri. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica behind her, stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri's vice president. Honestly, if I had a mannequin in my room, like, I don't know how I would deal with that. Like, I would go crazy. But yet again, that'll be so fun. I could practice making clothes. But that was something I wanted to learn how to do a while ago, but it's a bit, like, it's a bit expensive to learn, and not to mention, I don't have the proper tools and material. So it was never something I really actively wanted to do. Plus, I have way too many things I want to do for me to, like, add another thing on. The only reason why I would want to learn how to make clothes, though, is just for cosplay. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. To be fair, I would not interject either. It's kind of like, I would get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of, like, emotions. I would not be able to handle that.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well,
I guess that means Sayuri's amazing in her own way, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see.
Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. I'm tempted to eat this chip. I have like a chip in my hand right now. I shouldn't eat too much though. Get mixed. The game go on too long. How long is this game again? I thought it was only supposed to be like... Well, you could definitely finish it in a day. I'm just going real slow. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I did say it was worth it.
it was alright. Well, mostly.
Hey Jay, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat to talk about it. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Yes, I shall romance these people.
Hey Jay, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it. Wait. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
Oh, no. That's really the first time I see them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I definitely do. I hate people who cannot see from the other side. Is it really that hard to try to sympathize with people and just see things from a different perspective? No, honestly, Natsuki's worse because she was way too aggressive, way too quickly. Yuri at least tried to play nice. They both suck. Imagine having bad emotional regulation. I swear, people. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Yeah. You know, AJ, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is making me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really stop there?
We'll just have to see what the future holds.
Crap. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it was easy to see to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. I'm curious. Who would like this? Give me a second. I'll save over this. Yes, override it. Alright. Of course you would be the one. Pervert. Actually, no, the one that... To be honest, that word has so many meanings. The fact that I think... The fact that that's the first thing I think kind of shows what kind of person I am. Oh no. Hope. Love. Hopeless? Peace. Okay. Forgive. Wonderful. Depression. Oh, so you like depression. That's interesting. Joy. Sunny. Okay, good. Sweet. Passion. Sunset. Laugh. Cheeks? That's amazing. Happiness. Dream. Oh, not dream. Okay. Childhood. Here? Okay. Yeah, actually, no, that makes sense. Summer. No. Okay. Embrace. I am getting better at figuring out what she likes, though. So, they are right. I am learning about the characters more. Another day passes, and it's time for club meetings again. Club meetings already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, AJ.
Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club out, that's all.
My nose is itchy. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and to get it open. And then she turns it upside down and let the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 coins fall out. I knew it. I can see it right there, you Sayuri.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan on conveniently forgetting that you spent all your money so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Huh?
Wait, damn it, her sprite moved. I thought it was her. Whatever. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just that something in my book.
Yuri. Tell AJ to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't involve me in something like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the, revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. I don't know where something smacks Sayuri in the face, tumbling and tumbles onto the desk.
How? What was... Huh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost works.
I was just gonna give it to you.
But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes.
Oh, it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayuri suddenly claps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks so good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate.
Now, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm happy that you share this one with me.
Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayuri off her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri... Huh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room.
Where is Monica anyways?
Good question. Have any of you heard of her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Hey? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Damn, that's kind of a sad way to say that. Sad way to think about things. Probably not wrong, though. Like, it kind of seems like the protagonist has feelings for Monica, but he refuses to act on it. But it's like, I think it's more like admiration, if anything, though. But it kind of makes sense that she would be like really popular and like let me see. Maybe not like the most desirable out of all of them combined, but I just mean like she's probably the most looked at of all the girls because she is like school-wide famous.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it. Since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, AJ. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry about it. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I just to leave out Sayuri's mischievous episode. I'm sure Natsuki would end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone was ready to settle down. Sayuri somehow managed to already finish her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
AJ!
Sayuri suddenly comes up to me.
I want to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be right back. We'll be back soon.
You're going with AJ to get supplies. There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, AJ?
Yep, let's go. Sayuri and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayuri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest of things sometimes. Hey Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for, doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't be worried.
Is that so?
Yep. We're going to have a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's gonna have to take turns on the stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kinda dull.
Hey Jay, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of a poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckon to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that!
Sayuri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Huh? You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. I just meant it was a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited! The festival's going to be so much fun!
Sayuri spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey AJ, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
Wait, did we not have permission? Are we just stealing? Oh god. Oh well, I guess if they never know. The mission, huh? I'm gonna take a little bit of a break to snack. The chips are nice. Sorry if I'm taking up a lot of your time. This is about to be like 3 hours. I wonder if I can, I was thinking, can I finish this in one stream? Or at least the first section. I wanted to try to finish the first section within one stream. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So yeah, sorry if I'm taking up too much time.
Whee!
But I'm getting a bit lightheaded from reading so much. Now that reminds me, I wanna...
Oh, thank you!
I appreciate you being here. Actually, I wanna search up my chip brand. Jagarico. I wanna see what other flavors they have. Because I think they might have came out with... Yeah, they did! They come out with a new one. Huh. They have a soy sauce flavor. And a beef tongue flavor. Oh, takoyaki. Yeah, they came out with a lot of new flavors recently. Oh my god, they do have a spicy version! I wonder if it's limited edition. Time limited. Area limited. Okay, souvenir. No, they're not. Doesn't look like there's any time limited ones at the moment. I wonder if I could buy it. I would have to probably order it from overseas though, so that'd be annoying. It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayuri like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. If you want to save and
if you want to save and pick up later. Honestly, I'm not tired, so I can keep going. It's just more so like I'm scared of taking up too much of your time. Because like, sorry for getting a bit sidetracked. But like, no, I do want to try to finish the first part within the first like stream, if that makes sense. But if I keep going, it is possible that would go on for 4 hours. In total, not like 4 more hours. I hope not 4 more hours.
It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayuri brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me.
It's actually really fun for me, because I haven't, like, played a game in a long time. Because, like, I've been kind of stuck playing another game for quite a while, and I haven't, like, had time to, like, deviate for a while. I have been getting into, like, more games, though, or, like, I've been starting, or, like, playing other games. Like, I'm playing a different visual novel with a friend right now. One time, me and him, we played for, like, a whole 8 hours. So, like, and also, I was the reader, I was the narrator for everything. I have endurance, man. Though with this one, there's a lot less breaks because there's no voice acting. With that game, the characters did voice act, and then I read, like, the narrations in between. I have missed story games. Like, I've been playing that one with him, and it's pretty fun. And I also recently started watching Manly's Death Mark series. Like, honestly, that has been so much fun. I forgot how much I love horror and mysteries and, like, you know, visual novels and stuff like that. Like, I've been kind of looking around trying to find, like, games I would get interested in. And, like, some things they just don't catch my attention right away. And I've been a little bit impatient. I haven't really... Wow, 8 hours is intense. It was. Like, I think we played from 12 a.m. to, like, 8 a.m. So I did not even sleep that night. And then, like, we finished the chapter. And then he was like, okay, let's continue to the next chapter. And I'm like, what do you mean, continue? Continue? The sun is rising! But yeah. I do miss playing games like this, so if it wasn't for you, I probably would be busy doing, what is it called? The other planning thing I was doing earlier, so I appreciate you coming in here and, like, letting me play games again. Well, letting me read visual novels again, more like. I've been playing a lot of games. Just not a lot of reading.
The two of us entered the classroom. Sayuri heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayuri pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayuri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color name. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Sayuri bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls onto the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Oh,
You okay?
my forehead.
Sayuri clutches her forehead.
Jeez.
Geez, Sayuri? That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. So Sayuri's sitting on the floor. I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayuri.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayuri slowly releases her hand from her forehead. She gently brushes her bangs to the side.
Huh, that's not the kind of closet I was thinking. I thought it would be like a small locker closet. It's like a straight up, like, storage room.
Oh.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well.
Oh damn, that must hurt then.
Man, that's gonna swell up. I gotta find you some ice.
Hey, Jay. Where would I even find ice around?
Wait, crap.
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even whistling from pain, Sayuri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayuri on the shoulder and run into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter, since it would be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. And I know Sayuri likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just that moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayuri. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayuri, here. I always rearrange my crayons whenever I have them. I feel like when I was younger, I probably did that to other people's crayons as well. Like, instead of putting them in the right place, I probably, like, organized them by color gradient. I'm the best. I just realized, does that mean the store was closed all day? Huh. Damn, I feel bad. If only I have a better sleep schedule. I hand Sayuri the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayuri opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayuri, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Ah, sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayuri places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. You'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, AJ? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I would usually fall behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall or scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. Guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably would have hit your head.
Hey, Jay. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Hey, Jay. I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think you'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling we'll end up... Wait. There's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayuri has a whimsical expression in her eyes, but remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that I see her deep in thought like that. It makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should head back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayuri hops to her feet.
Ah,
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
ah.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I mean, zombies, they both care for each other, even if he's a little bit more harsh about it.
Very typical protag kind of behavior. Does it feel weird being called, like, because, like, whenever she, like, reads out, like, oh, AJ, you're the best, like, does that feel weird? Like, I keep forgetting that that's your name.
I follow Sayuri out of the classroom. Sayuri plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Club room. Oh, you're back! Good timing. I was just about ready to start with our sharing poems. Huh? Sayuri, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about...
I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyways, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have a
Huh? Sayuri frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayuri. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, AJ. Well, Sayuri... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayuri.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box was closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Who should I start with my poem? Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, we're gonna go in the order we went last time. Monica.
My foot is cramping.
Hi again, AJ. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayuri, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kinda exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little silly. I mean, a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them your share time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
By the game, you are. Like straight up, I can't approach you. Let me eat a chip. My hands are all greasy now. It's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Alright. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me! Oh god. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Load me. You know, I don't know if you know about this story. It's a pretty famous one. Or not a story, but a thought experiment. Of whether or not, like, if someone heavily researches it, like, the color red, and they one day see the color red for the first time ever, did they experience something new if they already knew everything about red, I guess? This kind of feels like someone who, I guess, to some degree never experienced any kind of sensory, all of a sudden being, like, filled with it. Sight and noise specifically. Like, kind of like being born,
but born as like an adult already, like, or like someone who already has conscious thought, like, you know, like, so not like a baby, but maybe like at the very least like preteen and up, I guess. I don't know, when is conscious thought really like developed? At least like, you know, high school and up, I guess. Yeah, it would make sense. Like, I feel like if I suddenly saw color and noise, I would also not react very well. Like, just sudden overload. I'm pretty bad with, like, sensory stuff anyways. Like, I don't mind it. I'm not saying, like, I can't deal with it, but it is something that, like, sometimes I struggle with. Yeah. Like, if it happens all at once, it is overwhelming. That's a bit of a tangent. Like discovering manga for the first time. Damn, what, it was painful to you? Oh no! Well, yeah. Discovering something new for the first time. It can be very overwhelming, just like a sudden rush of like so much stuff. Other than that, I have no comment. Or at least no comment I'm willing to tell you. Yeah, that's right. I'm making this poem discussing business something you have to do as well. Think about things. What does this mean? Am I being mysterious for no reason? Or is there actually another deeper meaning behind all this? Who knows? Well, anyways, you'll have to find that out. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It does. It's almost like magic. And the way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem's about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Alright, bro. Whatever. You know what? Because of this, I'll just mention it straight up. If you look at the top of it, save me, and then the bottom, load me. It's very, like, game terms. Save, load. Didn't want to point it out, but whatever. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What the fuck, we don't get to comment on that? Wait, Monica, what do you mean? What do you mean save the game? Oh, don't worry about it. You're totally real. You're a totally fleshy human being. What? Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, AJ. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of to be a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you have to work your brain like tuning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander around through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. That's what we're here for. This is the poem you wrote for today. Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. Ooh, this is like orchestral, kind of. Kinda? I don't know. I can't tell. But it kind of sounds like violins. Oh, I just realized the word. It's not like progression of the notes or whatever. It's like motif. That's the word. Yeah, I'm really bad at music. I'm sorry about that. But, the songs have the same motif, I think. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's like, it sounds similar. I swear to God. Like the songs when they show the poems and you listen to it. It happened in the dead of, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing, bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the, scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendency as an unordinary human. Give the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequence, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistened in my eyes of my raccoon friend, glistened in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken a following to me. You could say that we're getting quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. An exciting... A rush of what? What do you mean a rush of blood? A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Feed myself? I know there's some kind of deeper meaning to this, but I can't figure it out. The way she phrases it is very odd. Like, if it was just a cute interaction of people, like, feeding food to animals, this isn't really... The way she phrases it is weird. It's almost like meticulous and manipulative, if that's the correct word. And at the end, she says, I feed myself again, right? Unless she, like, for a guilty snack, unless she, like, it doesn't say anything about her eating the bread at any point. So it's weird that at the end she says again. So I wonder what it means. I hope it doesn't mean she ate the raccoon. Because I don't think that's safe, actually. At the very least, you should make sure to cook it well. But raccoons are animals that have that can get a lot of diseases due to the fact that, you know, they're, like, outside a lot. And also, you know, animals don't have, like, safety procedures and, like, you know, healthcare. I don't know if they can get rabies, but, you know, that's something that... Can you cook rabies away? Like, I know, like, you can't, like, their saliva. If you touch it, and, like, you happen to have, like, any kind of cut, you are done for. You would have to, like, if an animal comes by and it has, like, rabies, you have to clean off everything. Okay, let's continue. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Me neither. I wonder. Like, I feel like there's a definitive sort of answer. It doesn't, like, I don't feel like there's as many interpretations because it's, like, more, right? So you have, like, you will eventually get to a certain amount of, like, ideas on what it can be, I guess. But I wonder, what is it about? That's right. It's a little closer to my preferred writing style. using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it is supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own ways. I want to express the feeling, I want to express the way it feels to me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, AJ? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Don't worry, I rant all the time. Or, like, ramble. Rant and ramble.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew? What?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you were probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this sort of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a...
Wait, Sayuri has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away. Just letting go of a balloon. You can say we take care of each other in our own ways.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. Ooh, it's longer. Ooh, it's really long, actually. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I hear her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell What the fuck? Damn, that's so mean. You know, something I'm starting to see is that none of these poems really have much of a happy ending, is there? God. You guys are all pessimistic as hell. You guys all suck. I mean, I feel like it's kind of blatant what this one is about. Just people, like, honing in on, like, certain aspects and, like, hating someone because of that and just not letting go. Even if, like, you know, there's, like, other things that they would like about the person. I've seen it happen with the VTuber community, you know, like someone has like a bad joke or a bad moment. Sorry, getting so sleepy. I'm gonna head off. Thank you for the great stream. I will have to come back to where I left off. I might just end the stream here. It has been going on for pretty long. It's been 3 hours. I'll try to start up another stream after this, maybe tomorrow. And if I do that, I'll try to schedule it so you'll know when it will be. And then, you know, you don't have to like wait, I guess, or you don't have to, like, look back. Anyways, thank you for coming to the stream.
I'll see you next time. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, save settings, main menu.
Alright, thank you for coming to the stream. Bye bye. Doki Doki.